Welcome, Minecrafters, to Medieval Minecraft episode 59. And in this episode, we are going to go find a woodland mansion. Yes, TU54 just came out, and I am totally excited. This is awesome. We are going to go look for a woodland mansion in our existing world. This seed I spawned in over a year ago, but I think there's enough area around this, my overworld, that is still open that a woodland mansion might have spawned in. I'm pretty sure. I've only explored out about less than half of this world, so I think there's a chance that we could find a woodland mansion. This is epic. Now, the first thing that I'm going to try to do is to breed in some new villagers until I get our cartographer. That will be, in this village that I have here. And that cartographer will have a map that will show us the closest woodland mansion to this village. So I'm going to find some villagers here that kind of have some poor trades, and I'm going to take them out here. Oh, this guy, yeah, I don't want to trade coal for that. No, we'll pass on that one. So the best way to take these guys out is you have to do it remotely. You can't just hit them with a sword or something like that. Oh, I caught myself on fire there. Yeah, I have a little, actually, any of you that have seen some of my series know that I've got a little system in this village here where I push the villagers over, and I use an automatic. Look at that iron golem burning up. I'm sorry, Ivan. No, I'm sorry. Oh, well, at least he didn't completely burn up. He'll be around for a while, hopefully. But anyway, yeah, you got to take out the village. I'm going to thin the villagers out, okay, so that I can spawn in some new villagers, because I'm sure in this world that I've reached the maximum villager count in this world. So I need to thin some villagers first. That's why I'm using the lava here. It's like I said a second ago, you can't hit them or shoot them with an arrow or something, or the iron golems will come over and take you out. So I use kind of a remote system like this, and like I said a second ago, I have used dispensers and arrows. I've got a little automatic system for doing that. But in here, these guys are pretty far away from that. I'm not going to push them that far all the way over here. So let's go out and look at some more of these villagers that have poor trades. And after we take out a few more of these guys, we'll start trading with a bunch of them relatively quickly, and we'll get them to breed in some new villagers. The side benefit's going to be that we're going to get some better trades, but also we're going to be able to get the cartographer to spawn into our village here someplace. So let me cut ahead to point in the video here where I have done a lot of trading, and I think we've gotten a cartographer to spawn in. Okay, well, we're back now, and I took out about 8 or 10 villagers, and then I started trading like a madman with these guys. I actually generated almost 3 stacks of emeralds here. I had to throw some in the chest and everything. And this area up here I saw a bunch of hearts coming off of these guys. So I know that there's some breeding going on. And there we go. He looks like a librarian. He could be a cartographer. I don't know for sure. It could just be a librarian. I'll do a little bit more trading with these guys. I had seen a couple of other little villagers spawn in just a couple of minutes ago. The first one that came in was a butcher. And then this little librarian slash cartographer looking guy over here was the second one that I saw. It took me about 20 minutes to do this. Just running around, having fun, trading with these guys, generating XP and getting all kinds of emeralds, and got some great trades from another librarian too. That was fantastic. So now what I'm going to have to do is go off in the game, wait around for a little while for this guy to grow up, and see if he actually is our cartographer. We'll be right back looking for you. Here we are, coming back from a little session where I went off and operated some of my automatic farms and replenished all the stuff that I used when I was trading with the villagers earlier. And now we're coming back over to see if this guy is our cartographer. And yes, he is. Fantastic. Now I just got to get enough inventory to trade with him, and then we'll see if we can get the map to the woodland mansion. Now, the inventory that I need, I think, is going to be paper, compass, and some emeralds. So we've collected up those. I've already actually done some trading with this guy to unlock these things, just so you can see what he does. I just traded a lot of paper with him so far, so you can see that right there. And we have unlocked the trade for the map. So I had to go over and get some compasses. I just crafted those up. So mostly what you really need is paper to trade with this guy, which you're going to want to trade anyway with your librarians. So fantastic. We now have our map. Now, you could also get a map from this guy to the ocean monuments, but of course, we just want the one for the Woodland Mansion, which is what we've got right now, the Woodland Explorer map. You can see that we actually got 2 of those here. Let's zip out here and we'll activate the map and see approximately how far we might have to go. And the most important thing is has this Woodland Mansion spawned in? Oh, wow, that is not good news. You can see that the map is colored in right where the Woodland Mansion is. So that means that I have gone close enough to that area so that that chunk loaded, and that means that there's probably not a Woodland Mansion there. For any given seed, the locations of the Woodland Mansions are fixed. So, if you've got an old world like I have here, and you've already explored out an area where a Woodland Mansion would have spawned in, then, of course, the Woodland Mansion won't load in because it could come in and destroy something that you've already built. That would be kind of a bummer. So to prevent changes to the world, the Woodland Mansions will not spawn in areas that have already been loaded. So this is really difficult in my world because I've only got a couple of villages in this world that I've found. There's 2 that are right next to each other here. So if I bring in another cartographer in another village, it's highly unlikely that I'm going to find another map to a different Woodland Mansion. So I should also mention that no matter how many times you trade with a cartographer and a villager, the map that you get is going to be to the closest location where a Woodland Mansion should spawn in. So I'm going to have to revert to another method here, and that is I'm just going to have to cruise around this world. I'm going to have to go to places in the world that I have not been to. I'm actually just going to travel out to areas that I know that haven't been loaded. I'm going to use my elytra to do that, and then I'm going to go look for the Woodland Mansion. I guess another method that you could do in a different world is you could just go to a different village that's far away and spawn in a cartographer and see if there is a Woodland Mansion near that village. Of course, it would have to be in a chunk that hadn't been previously loaded. Now, another method that you could use, and this is a little bit of a cheat, would be to totally get out of your game, go into creative, and load up the seed that you have for your survival world. And then you can just fly around in that world in creative, find the Woodland Mansions, write down the locations, go back into your survival world into the same seed, and then cruise out to those locations. Because of course, like we said before, if it's the same seed, the Woodland Mansions will be in the same place. And of course, if you load up a new world in creative, then the chunks won't have loaded. All the Woodland Mansions will be in the locations that they would be in your survival world. Now for me, since I've got plenty of gunpowder and paper and everything, it's going to be just as easy to just cruise around with my elytra. So let me gather up a bunch of inventory here, get a bunch of rockets, and I'll be ready to take off and go look for a mansion. Be right back. Okay, so here we are back in Emeraldville, hanging out in the cathedral. And we've talked about how to use a cartographer to find a Woodland Mansion. But of course, if that shows you a mansion in an area and a chunk that's already loaded, you can't use that. So then we talked about how to do it by using creative to just load up the same seed that you're in. And now we're going to use the brute force technique here, and that is slap on your elytra, grab a bunch of rockets, load up your inventory so you can do battle when you get to that mansion, and then just head out to areas in the game that you have never been before. So this village and everything that I'm in right now, it's kind of up in the northeast corner. Hey, what do you know, guys? How's it going? I'm about to take off for a while. I should be gone. I'm going to go find a Woodland Mansion, and it'll be quite a while before I come back. So we're going to head over here, hop in our elytra launcher, and once we get up to the platform up there, we're going to set ourselves up so that we head off to the very southwest section of this world, someplace that I know I haven't spent much time at all. There are hundreds and hundreds of chunks out there that have not been in and have not been loaded. So I'm going to head off where the Z goes to very high positive numbers and where the X goes to negative numbers. So let's cruise out in this direction. Check to make sure I got my lighter on before I jump off of this thing. And you might have also noticed that I've got quite a few stacks of rockets because I could be out here flying around for a long time. I want to make sure I can get back. And the last thing I want to do is have to walk back a few thousand blocks. Okay, I'm going to cut the video out here, and I'll bring it back when I start to identify a mansion out here someplace. Okay, we're back, and you can see just on the horizon there is the first mansion that I found in this world. Now, you can see that we traveled about 3,500 blocks in the Z and about 1,000 blocks in the X. So it was quite a long journey here. I found out that when I got far enough away so that I know that there was no chunks that were loaded in the game, I started to circle over the top of whenever I found a big forest, and that helped a little bit, because you can see a little bit better when on the kind of your peripheral vision is better in Minecraft. And I also flew a little bit lower, so I burned up more than a stack, maybe a stack and a half. You can see I burned up like at least a stack of rockets doing this. But we got plenty of rockets to get back. That's looking really good. Here we are. We found our first mansion. This is totally cool. So let me set myself up here. And I kind of got a little bit of overkill here. I got diamond armor and all kinds of potions and everything. So I think it's going to be relatively easy for us to conquer this mansion. One of the things that I'm thinking of doing here is not taking out the evokers. I don't think I need a totem of undying in this world. I haven't had to respawn in this thing for, it's probably been more than a month. So I think it would be more fun to try to capture them. And I don't think they'll despawn because, they're just inside these mansions. So hopefully if I put them into a room with glass around it and put some light in there, it'll be like a little museum. I'll be able to keep an eye on the evokers. Now, I'm going to take out the vindicators, I believe. And the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to really light this place up so I can come back here and visit it. I think that would be pretty nice. So what I'm going to do now is just speed the video up so you can see the little battles and how we get in the mansion and all that kind of fun stuff. And I'll slow it down when I find my first evoker. I believe there'll be one in the very top room of the mansion, so that's where I'm going to try to make my way to first. So enjoy the video, and I'll slow it down when things get really interesting and fun. Okay, well, we cruised up here pretty quickly. It wasn't too bad. We're in the top of the mansion right now. The most trouble we had was taking out a couple of zombies, I think, back down there. I was really more worried about creepers blowing up behind me, but now I'm pretty sure that the evoker, there's the evoker right over there, the guy on the left. This is a vindicator here. Oh, dude, I'm not going to take you out with glass. Okay, let's get my sword here. All right, that was good. Okay, so you're done. So diamond armor, that guy only gave us a heart and a half worth of damage, so not much trouble there at all. And what the heck is this? Ah! It's a giant duck. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, God. Somebody at Mojang had a sense of humor. Way to go, you guys. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. Let's get serious here. Let's go back over and see if... I'm not even sure if we can do this. Let's see if we can trap this guy in here. Oh, okay. And you can see I was in a little bit of a panic there, so I threw some glass in. I have to take that back out again. Yeah, that duck is hilarious. Okay, now where the heck is our buddy? Where is he? Holy cow. Oh, there he is. Right over there. Okay, let's see if we can... Maybe we should just dig through here and get a good look at him. Take out our axe. Yes, excellent. Yeah, we definitely don't need a pick in here. So everything's wood, right? Hey, dude. What's going on? Well, apparently, he didn't get a good enough look at us to start summoning the Vexes or shooting his fangs at us. And the cool thing here is he can't see us through the glass. This might work. Yeah, you don't sound too happy in there, do you? Oh, but you know what? I think this is gonna, Hey, dude. Can you see us? No. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. Hey, what's happening? Take that out. Oh, but he did get a line of sight. Oh, now we're gonna have to deal with these Vexes. Oh, it looks like he needs to have line of sight on us before he will see that we're here and start summoning his Vexes. And but he didn't shoot his fangs at us. These guys, I guess the best way to take these guys out might be the bow. Kind of. Maybe if I stand in the corner over here. Well, let's see if I can take him out. Oh, that was good. Yeah, the bow's pretty good. One shot with the bow takes out a Vex. Piece of cake. Oh, but you know what? They can come. I wonder if they can. Looks like they're coming right through the wall here, though. And they're going into the floor. Now, I wonder if I have to kill them or if they'll despawn eventually. That's going to be kind of interesting. We'll figure that out here in just a second. Let's see. They did give us some damage, though. We got 4 hearts worth of damage with just a couple of smacks from those guys. So if we stay out of this guy's line of sight, we'll be all set. No problem. Well, that Vex is still flying around in there. Oh, here he comes. Maybe they don't despawn. Let's see how long that lasts. Going right into the floor there. Yeah, okay. Well, the bow seems pretty good against these guys. I got to keep my health up. You know, it seems a little dark in there. It's going to be a little hard to see this guy. But I really wish I had lit it up before I threw down all this glass. But you know, I think I might have to come up with a way to light it up in there. Otherwise, boy, it's really hard to see him. See, he's over there on the left, pretty far away. I can hear him. I definitely, you know what, let me light this whole area up here a little bit more. Make sure this Vex doesn't come out here and try to nail us. You know, maybe I should have left that piece of glass off on the top. Yeah, let's light this whole area up here. I could shoot some bows, some arrows in there. It looks like, oh yeah, sun's going down. Boy, I better light this up, huh? We'll get some of the other evil mobs spawning in here. Now, I don't know if more Vindicators will spawn in if it's light enough. I don't know if you just get one, you know, one batch of those guys. Hey, Mr. Duck, what are you thinking? You need some light on your nose, on your beak. Let's put some light right on your beak. There you go, right there, right. The lit duck. You know, I bet you something could spawn up on top of that. That'd be kind of funny. Well, let's see what's going on over here. You know, you know, one of the cool things now is that you can put torches on the back side of stairs now. That's really kind of nice. That just happened with the 2U54 update. See, this guy, you can barely see him in there. I'm going to have to light this up. Let's throw down a couple more torches out here. And then let's think about... Boy, maybe I should just take a potion of regen. I don't want to hit this guy because I want to keep him. So I don't need the strength. I just need the regen. And I could use the potion of healing if I get in there and start getting in trouble. Let me drink a potion of regen. I'm just going to sprint in there and see if I can light that whole place up. Take a bunch of torches here. I'm just going to run around in there. This is going to be tough. Oh, man. This may end up being one of the more half-baked, ludicrous ideas I've had in Minecraft. Oh, man. Here goes. Let's see what happens, man. You know, I have not ever been in a woodland mansion before. I don't know what these guys are like. Let's, oh, boy, this is going to be ludicrous. Yeah, just a little while ago I said I haven't had to respawn in a month. Well, here you go, man. This is probably going to be one of those times that I have to respawn. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, if I live... Oh, man. All right, come on. Throw some oh, what the heck? Oh, his fangs are coming up through the floor. I just got nailed by the... Oh, there they go again. Oh, no. Well, you know what? I'm not taking much damage here. The regen is really helping. Oh, this is pretty good. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's probably enough. Oh, sorry, dude. I'm out of here. Don't worry. I'll leave you alone now. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, I'm getting chomped on by those fangs. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh. Zoinks. Oh, man. And these vectors are all over the place. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Holy cow. Am I going to survive this thing? There's an awful lot of these guys. I guess he just... Oh, man. He just keeps shooting at you. There's no end to these if you hang around them long enough. All right. Well, I think we survived this. Wow, that was pretty good. Oh, man. That was close. Yeah, I thought I was going to bite the bullet on that one, man, but we survived. Not bad. All right, let's throw some more glass in here. This doesn't prevent these guys from coming through, but at least it makes it so he doesn't shoot more at us. All right, buddy. You are stuck in there now, man. We have set up your little cage. Now, the real question is going to be, is he going to stay in there? So if I go, you know, more than a couple hundred blocks away from this, these guys, they just keep hanging in here. I'm going to use the bow. If I go more than 128 or more blocks away from here, and I come back, will he be in there? Boy, one shot with the bow. Those guys are right out. That's definitely the way to do with these guys. They're pretty quick, though. You gotta keep a... They're hard to hit, and they're small targets, too. I wonder if I can hit him with the sword here. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, I hit him once, and look, he didn't die. Wow, this is a good sword, too. Yeah, the bow is definitely better with those guys. All right, buddy. You are in your little cage now. Fantastic. This is really cool. I guess we're going to have to say goodbye to Mr. Duck. And I think I'll throw down a bed here, and tomorrow we'll go out and find the next evoker. So I think I'm going to cut ahead in the video now until I find that one. I'll be right back. Oh, okay, so here's the other evoker. This guy looks like he's Mr. Gardener. I found him in this little gardening area here. And it was a lot easier to trap this guy. I just lit it up first and then threw the glass down later. All right, well, I think it's time for me to head back to Emeraldville. I'm going to cut the video out here, go up on the roof, and put a wrap on it. Well, here we are, back up on the roof where we first landed. I lit up most of the rest of this mansion. And now we're going to head back to Emeraldville. I got to tell you, this is awesome. This is probably, no, this is definitely the most fun and exciting place to explore in the overworld. I liked it a heck of a lot more than the ocean monuments. I am so happy that there were a few of these hanging around in my world, even though I've been in this world for over a year. I really was concerned that I'd have to basically create a whole new world if I wanted to explore out one of these, so this is just fantastic. We learned how to find them, basically 3 different techniques. You know, one is to try to spawn in the Cartographer, and hopefully you won't have loaded up the chunk that's near the village where your Cartographer is. And then we also figured out that we could use creative to fly around in the seed where our survival world is. And then the way that I use here is to just cruise around using the elytra, explore out the world, go to the areas where we haven't been before, and see if you can find a mansion. I gotta believe there's gonna be another 1 or 2 of these in my world. There may be as many of these as there are ocean monuments. So I'm really happy that I didn't explore out my whole world before these things came into the game. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. This is Wes, and I'm taking off.